certain range, it's giving us a star. So you can, this app is really great for independent work time in your classroom. This app is really great for when you're taking an assessment and you want to get that voice level 0 in your classroom. You can set, which is really awesome about this one. You see when I get up here, it like kind of changes really fast. I can set the sensitivity. I can set where I'm at. Am I in a class? Am I in a group? Am I quiet or silent? You can set different background themes, which is kind of fun for different ages. You can have it go different dial styles, from anywhere from like a car revving up to the rainbow and things like this. And then you can set your star awards. Do you want to remove a star every 5 minutes that you're quiet and then work your way down? Or do you want them to earn stars by being under a certain mode and work their ways up? Another one of my favorite apps, and this one I'll show you what it is right here. So they have a free version. This one is called Too Noisy. And they have a free version. It's, the ones I'm giving you are iPad and iPhone apps. But almost every single iPhone app is available on an Android system in one way or another. But the Too Noisy one is one of my favorites. I use it at home a lot. Don't know why. But you can set, I just love that you can set the sensitivity and you can do all kinds of fun stuff with it. So that is the next app for Happy Hour. Now I'm going to hand over to our esteemed Dean of Students at 36th Street, Mr. Gonzalez.
Hey everybody. So today we're bringing everyone together to kind of collaborate and give you guys some new ideas. And as we know, at times we need to share our best practices. And since we are involved with culture, we asked you guys to bring a proactivity lesson today. So you guys, we're going to end up collecting them from you at the end of the day today, and we're going to scan them and email them to everyone so then we can share some of our best practices. Because sometimes, as we know, as teachers, you go to your toolbox, and sometimes we need a different kind of lesson for our tools to help our scholars. So what we did today, we asked you guys to bring those. But before we get to that, we're going to kind of participate in a Cliff Notes version of a proactivity lesson. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do right now, I know we're sitting down really comfortably, but I'm going to have you guys stand up, bring your chairs, and we're going to kind of form an oval. Okay? So let's try to get this done in about 15 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
Got that on film.
Back to the right side.
Is it pun intended?
Now, today's lesson is going to deal with respect. Respect for ourselves guides our morals. Respect for others guides our manners. That's the proverb that we work through. Some of the vocabulary words that I would have posted on the board would be respect, morals, manners, and also have the definitions of those so the kids can learn the definitions. Today's lesson, students will be able to determine why manners are important, how to implement them in our daily lives, and brainstorm with words and actions that show good manners. Okay? What this lesson is geared to, it should be on the back of everyone's agenda also. What this is geared to is to teach K4 through second graders, which it can be used in the higher level grades as well, but primarily for K4 all the way to second grade. We talk about character education. We are the pioneers for the development of our younger scholars. We set that foundation for them as far as their character skills. So this is something that we need to teach, especially to our younger kids, so then as they grow older, they can develop more. Okay? Now here's my question for everyone. Here's my hook. Has anyone ever given something to someone and they didn't say thank you? Raise your hand if that's happened. If anyone given something to someone and they didn't say thank you. Hands up. My next question is for those people. How did it make you feel when you gave them something? They didn't say thank you. They just kind of took it and kind of did their own thing. Any volunteers?
It made me feel annoyed.
It made you feel annoyed.
I didn't feel appreciated.
You didn't feel appreciated.
Offended.
You felt offended. Ms. Watts?
Sometimes when students do that, I feel frustrated because I don't feel like they understand manners.
Absolutely. So as adults, we all feel that way when it happens to us. Now just take a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, and put ourselves in their position for a second. It can be frustrating to them. It can make them feel disappointed, sad, angry, okay? So, respect, okay? All together, we're gonna repeat after me. So I'm gonna say it, and then you're gonna repeat after me. Respect for ourselves.
Respect for ourselves
Guides our morals.
guides our morals.
Respect for others.
Respect for others
Guides our manners.
guides our manners.
Okay, the definition of respect is showing high regards for self,
Showing high regards for self,
others, and property.
others, and property.
So what I would do here is just getting the kids to work together, saying it as a group, working together, okay? Now what we're gonna do, we would talk, at this point, would bring in, we're talking about respect, but showing respect also has to deal with trust, also has to deal with excellence, courage, and you have to have the knowledge to implement respect in the classroom, okay? So what we're gonna do today, that was the I part. The we part is, we're gonna sit in a circle, and here's our little small item. We're gonna pass around. I'm gonna play some music. It's a bobblehead. Why did I pick the bobblehead? Because it shows a lot of team unity, okay? Basketball is a sport that you have to work together, and you have to trust one another, and you have to respect one another in order to accomplish a goal, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little bit of music, okay? Well, in the lesson, you would have a couple objects going around in a circle at a time, okay? And what we're gonna do, students should pass the item around the circle as the music plays. And when the music stops, the people with the item who have received the gift will say thank you from the person. As the music stops, you'll say thank you. And your response will be, you're welcome. Okay? Just the basics, simple principle of saying thank you, you're welcome, showing that type of manners. Okay? So it's a short little activity. Play a little bit of music, and we'll just keep passing it.
Thank you.
Now we grab it and we keep it going.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Now, a little twist, we would have that, and so multiple people would be saying thank you and you're welcome. One thing to extend it, now when receiving it, we're going to give that eye contact, because showing eye contact is a way of showing respect. Okay? So that's the next step. Here we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, as you did that, you would then have follow-up conversations. How did it make you feel when someone said thank you? How did it make you feel when someone said you're welcome? Okay? Now, as we're going to pass this around, the next step we're going to say, may I please have the gift when the music stops? You're going to turn to the next person, so when the music stops on me, the person who would go to next would say,
May I please have the gift?
there you go,
Thank you.
you're welcome. So now we build on that, okay? As the music starts, right? Here we go.
Oh, me. May I please have the gift?
Yes. You're welcome.
May I please have that gift? Wonderful, thank you.
May I please have that gift?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So at that point, this is something you would build on with your students. Just teaching them basic, simple fundamentals of saying thank you, you're welcome, eye contact. Okay, you can relate it to respect. So now when a kid in the classroom says, can someone borrow me a pencil? You're saying, yeah, loan me a pencil, thank you, Robert. Thank you. My brain kind of checks out at 4. So at that point you would say, yes, you can. And now you're building that in the classroom and you make it relevant to them, okay? Then at the end, what you would do, you would give the students a little time to reflect. I put now and laters on here because then you would make the connection of now and later, what you can do now and what you can do later. So you would have a conversation. So at this point, we're going to pair, just elbow partner, pair with someone, and I'm going to give you a couple questions to kind of think about. Discuss how it felt to give, and or how does it feel to give a person a gift? Okay? How does it make you feel when someone says thank you? What are some other things we can do, or kind deeds, kind gifts? What can we do to other people to show that respect? Okay? So as you look at the you, there's 3 little questions right there. With your elbow partner, I'm going to say your elbow partner to your right. I'll make it easy. If you can.
That's everyone.
I was hoping it would stop by you. I was hoping that.
Everybody's turning away from me.
Okay. Just pick a partner. Right? I could use the Shake app if I wanted to. We're just going to, for time's sake, pick team up, team up, team up, team up, team up.
How do you feel when something?
Team up, team up, team up.
I,
Sound good? Here we go.
anger and even you put a lot into it.
You know what I mean? You feel that, I feel similarly. Sometimes I find it a little embarrassing. You know, like I don't always want to have a big conversation about it.
You know what I mean?
I love the like
I feel like you're 90%, like you still have to have this conversation.
Sometimes it's just
You
a
get
little
it. You still have to look at the person, you still have to teach you miles. Appreciate it so much.
One super nice thing to say.
About 1 more minute. Start wrapping up conversations.
She doesn't. She didn't tell us. Other gifts? What other kind of gifts we get each other?
I think the biggest gift we give each other, especially in school, is like patience.
MCP, if you can hear me, clap once. MCP, if you can hear me, clap twice. MCP, if you can hear me, clap 3 times. Bringing it back. Okay, now, at that point, would there be anyone who would be willing to share you and your partner's responses? Anyone willing to share your answers to the questions? Discuss how it...
Do you want me to pick stick?
Sure!
All right.
Pick stick. Here's our app.
Another
What
app
do you
that I
know?
love.
Bam!
Another app that I love, we always say pick stick, right? This one is actually called Stick Picks. I think there's probably some sort of copyright on pick stick. But I already put all your names in there. Oh, actually, I need that iPad, please. I did put it in there. How many stars did we earn during that conversation? Wow, you guys! This is awesome. Look at how many stars we earned during that conversation. We must have kept it under. And I just want to show you real quick. What happens when it goes really loud? What happens? Yeah, the screen breaks when you go super loud. Yeah. So, so anyways, this one is called Stick Picks, and I have you all under my MCP Rock Stars. And I go to sticks right here, and you all have your own pick stick. But the coolest part about pick sticks, you guys, is you can also vary. I'm just gonna pick stick now. I'm gonna talk about it later. Okay, so let's pick stick right now. Chin.
How does it feel when someone says thank you?
Okay. It feels really good. I feel appreciated. Makes me want to do whatever I did again.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
So chin goes in the used, and I can pick again. Jones.
Ms. Jones?
Am I answering the same question?
What other kinds of gifts can we give each other?
time, support, hugs,